No topics are safe from comments from the Peanut Gallery, including NFL Championship Sunday. I'm Jordan Kurtz, aka Kurtz EF, your host with the most over here from the Peanut Gallery. You can check us out on Facebook, look us up on Instagram, comments from the Peanut Gallery, on Twitter at Peanut Podcast. Check out the new website. We just posted episode 1, recapping MMA's action over the weekend with Bellator 192 out in Englewood, California, and Boston's UFC 220. A lot of great stuff that we have for you today. We're going to bring up, like I say, NFL Championship Sunday notes. Let's get after it. Fuck Tom Brady. He may be one of the greatest quarterbacks to ever play the game, but he could dive face first into a bag of dicks. Tom Brady is that asshole driving around in a sports car with an MSRP higher than a regular guy's annual salary. Tom Brady's that asshole who walks around with a $100 haircut wearing skinny jeans with fucking Uggs. Tom Brady's that asshole whose super bottle wife is the breadwinner that doubles his net worth. Tom Brady's also that asshole because time after time, he proves that he's just that damn good. Fuck Tom Brady. In Sunday's NFL AFC Championship game against the Jacksonville Jaguars, Brady and the New England Patriots found themselves deep in a hole throughout the game at home. That's something that they've always been able to figure out a way to come back from in a lot of different instances throughout the years. I just saw a graphic today that showed the AFC representation in the Super Bowl, and it disgusted me to see how much Tom Brady's face was plastered all over that. What makes this even more incredible for Brady bringing his team back to glory is Brady lost his top target, Rob Gronkowski, to a head injury, and Gronk didn't get cleared to return to action. So it's going to be interesting to see what comes up for him in the next couple of weeks as far as clearing concussion protocol and being able to play in the Super Bowl. I don't know, with this being a podcast, if I'm able to say Super Bowl. Fuck it. I'm going to do it. I say Merry Christmas too. Sue me. The Jags were up 20-10 in the fourth quarter at one point, and they allowed the Patriots to score 14 unanswered points en route to a 24-20 victory. That's a bitter pill to swallow. Especially if you're Jalen Ramsey out there swearing up the crowd and guaranteeing victories against the greatest sports organization right now in existence. It's a pretty tough pill to swallow. Let's take a minute to address the elephant in the room, the officiating. That was not good. The Patriots always seem to have some, let's just call it, interesting events going on. For example, there's one point in the game where, and I'm biased just because I hate Tom Brady, but it looked like he looked down each sideline, given what the rest of the world would interpret as a blowjob signal, and then the next play, or the play that follows, I should say, there was an egregious call on the officials on a blown pass interference. You could follow that up with the referee celebrating in the end zone with Patriots players after the touchdown. What the fuck was that guy thinking? This is national TV, right, asshole? Why would you put yourself in that position? You have to be a certain special level of jackass to pull a stunt like that, considering the public, outside of Patriots fans, thinks that you're on their side anyway. Why drive the narrative? It's absolutely moronic. But aside from the officiating, like I say, Jacksonville got too big for their britches. Jalen Ramsey, I'm looking at you. You are great at what you do. I get that. You're probably the best young corner in the game. I'll give you your credit there. But are you out of your goddamn mind? Guaranteeing victory against Tom Brady and the Patriots, Bill Belichick, Josh McDaniels, Matt Patricia? Sit your ass down, son, and enjoy a steady helping of that humble pie. Think about what you did. Come back next season ready to go. Hey, Steelers fans, you hear that squeaky wheel of the beach cruiser pedaling its way to Minneapolis? Guess who's just doubled their playing time since leaving you guys and is now on his way to the Super Bowl? Debo. James Harrison is still a beast, folks. Check out the guy's Instagram. The Monday morning after the championship game, he was right back in the gym putting in work like a fucking savage. Harrison now has 11 tackles in 3 games, and with the Pats, he saw action 2 of 74 snaps in the conference clinching effort. Matt Patricia and the Patriots, they're relying on this 39-year-old veteran in their base packages for presence and production. And cue in the wry smile from Bill Belichick from underneath the shadow of that hoodie. He just once again proved that he is on a level that is so far above everybody else in the NFL by making this move work for him. Anybody but the goddamn Patriots. I'll be so glad when their reign is over. We no longer have to see Robert Kraft publicly stroke Tom Brady off anymore. I'm sick of that. I am ready for that to be done. Let's cue the changing of the guard here. Nick Foles and the Eagles, they hit the Vikings with a prison uppercut right away in the first half. The Eagles exploited a weakness in the secondary with Xavier Rhodes out. He went down to injury early on. Really was more so, was the beginning of the end for the Minnesota Vikings on their defense. Doug Peterson kept the foot on the gas. He went strong into the second half with a 24-7 lead. His aggressive play calling on the first drive of the third quarter kept the chains moving, and he capped it off with a 41-yard flea flicker call from Torrey Smith, from Clement back to Foles to Torrey Smith, which improved the lead right out of the gate to 31-7. It's a big hole to climb out of for most teams, Not everybody's Tom Brady, and I hate saying that. Nick Foles was out there looking like he played with his head on fire. He connected with more than 7 different receivers. Foles just absolutely broke the will of the Vikings defense. He continued to hit big throw after big throw after big throw, moving the chains time and time again. Big Dick Nick, as the fans in Philly call him, went 26 for 33, 352 yards, 3 touchdowns. Nick Foles could very well mess around and win this Super Bowl, ladies and gentlemen. The former U of A quarterback has shown that he gets hot, and when he gets that hot hand, it gets real hot. He's ready to stand in the pocket and drop dimes. Back in 1990, the Giants, they wanted all with a backup filling in for franchise quarterback Phil Simms because they had a defense that supported it. They rode the likes of guys like LT. Well, there's guys on the Eagles defense that they're riding that's pretty much helping them right on those same terms. And let's just strike this here for the record. Who was the defensive coordinator for Bill Parcells and his right-hand man during those Giants years when they won the Super Bowls? Oh yeah, Bill Belichick. That's right. He won 2 of his 7 rings as a coordinator for Parcells back in those Giants days. Ajayi looks spectacular as well. It obviously didn't work out for him down in Miami with him and Adam Gase having their pretty public breakup with the rare mid-season trade resulting of it. Both guys are said to be pretty emotional, but that emotion definitely spilled over with a lot of joy with Ajayi over this past weekend. He's brought an element of explosion to the Eagles' rushing attack that Bruiser and former Patriot LeGarrette Blount just can't deliver. Blunt's a bruiser. He's a 260-pound man that has a lot of ability, but he just doesn't have that lightning. Ajayi looked like he was back on the blue turf, I should say, smoking teams that had subpar defenses in the Mountain West, just like he did to my beloved CSU Rams a few years ago. I'm just going to be honest with you. I wanted to see Jacksonville Jaguars against the Minnesota Vikings in the Super Bowl. Why not? It's been a weird year in football in general, so why not? The NFL had a different idea about that. They took a piping hot shit, just like one right when you get done with a plate full of wings and a nice beer. They took one of those right all over this one. I'm sick and tired of hearing about how good Tom Brady is, though. About how much this will mean to his legacy. I'm over it. Him and Alex Guerrero probably went back to the TB12 facility to the game to have a nice treatment session. Read between the lines and make what you will of that. As far as the next week and a half to 2 weeks goes, I'm standing with the Philly faithful. It literally could have been the youth soccer team down the street playing against the Patriots, and I'd have rooted for them. There is not anything more in this world that I would love to see than the Patriots lose as it comes to this next Super Bowl coming up here. There's going to be a lot of stuff coming up. Media Day, most likely. There's going to be some sort of drama or saga that goes on throughout the next 2 weeks before the big game kicks off. Usually always is every single year. Stay tuned for some more updates as far as that goes along. As far as what's coming up on the Peanut Gallery podcast within the next couple of weeks or next couple of episodes at least, we're going to have some analysis and some hot takes coming up on the Senior Bowl. Got some pretty quality guests that are lined up to be coming up in the next couple of weeks, talking about the Senior Bowl, talking about the Super Bowl. Looking forward to the NFL draft, seeing how free agency and things of that sort are going to be shaken up. There's also going to be some follows coming up on some other show topics, so please keep on sending those ideas in. Thank you very much for everybody that after our first episode has sent their feedback in, and definitely appreciate it. Like I say, my name is Jordan Kurtz, a.k.a. Kurtz EF. This is the Peanut Gallery podcast. No comments are safe from comments from the Peanut Gallery. No topics are safe from comments from the Peanut Gallery. I'm messing up my own catchphrase right here. I'm still heated up from going on that Tom Brady rant right there. No topics are safe from comments from the Peanut Gallery. Like I say, my name is Jordan Kurtz, a.k.a. Kurtz EF. Look us up on Facebook. Follow us online on Instagram, comments from the Peanut Gallery. Follow us on Twitter @Peanut Podcast. Check out the website, galleriesofpeanuts.com. Until next time, Kurtz EF signing out.